Freedom land, hallelujah, glorious, King of kings divine, thy name we praise. Defend our sovereign land, break every sort of spite and scorn, and lead us forth uncowed by fear when our fight of honor is over. Let our song of triumph fill the sky, and our faith and steadfast courage, firm as a mighty rock, win from thy hand the crown of victory. Freedom and songs of liberty, set a banner floating in a prosperous wind. By thy bountiful hand, raise his land of freedom, to exalt among the nations proud and free. Oh, they pass from shore to Raku, from the surging waves of Amber's Bay, from the rocks and rills of Boya, to the heights of Kilo Mountain. Let Africa's voice in freedom song rise to sublime heights and magnify. They are God and great defender, grant us in the end to be equate, in peace and unity, a heritage, whole and undivided. Freedom and songs of liberty, set a banner floating in a prosperous wind. By thy bountiful hand, raise this land of freedom, to exalt among the nations proud and free.
Formula One. Finally, it is out. The supplement of the century. Produced in America and distributed from Sweden. Formula One is your all-in-one stop shop for healthy living, helping to treat and fight hundreds of diseases in the human body. Fondly known as the miracle supplement because of its miraculous healing powers against hundreds of diseases. Formula One is the king of nutrition and queen of the supplement industry. Nothing out there comes even close to Formula One. Its ultra supreme anti-aging and super immune system booster ingredients puts your body on the fast lane. Now, for the first time, the common man can have what has until now been the #1 secret of the rich and famous, the secret of celebrities all over the world. Formula One is here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen and country people for house, want to thank everybody where you don't take time for come be with us for studio today for this very, very special edition where we don't bring them today for Wakaman one-on-one way. It come from Southern Cameroon's television. And everybody waiting online, we want to apologize. Say we start a little bit late now because we'll be trying for system every technical thing. You know me, they in order for system once we start. So again, we get today for our studio. We'll call it a special edition because today we're there for studio with some very, 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 very big people where they don't see them say this struggle where we don't reach for that end for the tunnel for come on the other side like rockets. They see some friends say, man, they come like people where they get wisdom for that head. People where they study plenty things and people where they be big time where this thing be start that time they never born me. I don't think some say my mommy marry. They don't come say me they can sit down, bring with the insight for the story. Tell me how we supposed go. Show me those can shot them. When Kukuma, he don't lock him. No one don't see him. For 56 years, now he don't stay. My name, na Dexter. Better Batibo boy. This one on Southern Cameroon's television. I will go just start for go ahead straight for present our guest of honor. They won't get them for studio today. I know say everybody there they wait. They ask Abek, who them be that, who them be that. When I be police. I'm not gonna wait here small. Okay, I go first of all start for introduce our strong justice way there for house. When nobody but Justice Federick Ebon, when I be so. Justice, I salute you.
Thank you.
Now how about you there for today?
Well, God, we thank God for believe that we still like myself, I still believe that I'm very happy.
Okay.
That I am up to still alive.
Okay.
And I believe that God will continue to protect me to see the end of this struggle.
Not true talk that. Not true talk.
Because Naib forced me with 8 other Southern Cameroonians for go to Boya radio station and seize the microphone inside that station for proclaim the restoration of independence of Southern Cameroon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And country people, that one of the powerful Papa we don't come for she don't have the story we for today. And like I tell you, now 2 people come. I think that the other one, when I don't see the guy before, we come here today, we come before. You don't come here today again, but I talk. So this matter, you know, we leave skin for back. It come, for can't tell we. His name now, nobody but, they call him Mola Litumbe, they call him Pa Mola Litumbe. You know, and I won't argue about Mr. Pa Mola Litumbe. Papa, salute.
Oh, me too, I salute you.
And how no?
Well, will they try?
Okay. And how about it today?
Yes. I feel very well. I make a one come talk for country people, for which way I don't do since I come for see people for United Nations.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that intro. And we said I would always do them for Wakaman Chore and Wakaman one-on-one. I say everybody where they online. Now one way they for do them. You just start now because plenty people they wait seminar program start me they can follow up. Some they don't come out go bedroom, some don't come out go market, some don't come out go some don't come out to walk around. So the thing I say, make everybody take your phone, your tuning, just they call people where they know they tell them say that program it don't start. It means say you start beginning to click the share button, start beginning to tag people, they invite people, make everybody it come, sit down. May we hear this story for today. For a reminder that this one is Southern Cameroon television. My name na Dexter. We will open Tori. We don't carry him today. For come nakam with this one seniors they want to live for house. We not see him for the topic where be saying na session 2 for that mega trip to New York. When they come now on the 22nd for this month, when a month for September, for this year when a 2017, When that day where they want to talk, say every Southern Cameroonian, it no matter where you dey, if you can make it, we beg, no stay behind. Because this matter, it is going to happen in front. I go just stand down for my strong guest on the day for house for today. For ask a quick question for say they will give us some little bit of the insight or what you would think about this mission where Southern Cameroonians they don't try to see them and then put every power for ground for go for New York for go meet up this for go talk this. So I go try to call on our justice for the house. May try to see if he give us some small talk on that. Justice, camera to your head.
Yes, we talk for this Panama. Now, it did be say, we all know say this case, a strong case for our determination and independence of Southern Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this thing been make me with other 8 Southern Cameroonians who go for radio station, TV, where and proclaim independence of Southern Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
And when we finish, we come out for radio station. The following day, we will call rally for Limbe, Victoria, for tell people for Southern Cameroonians, say we will go for radio station because this matter where they put up for we, it don't pass we.
Mm-hmm.
When we did for radio for field for Victoria, Colonel Gendarme Colonel Belinga and his people they come arrest we all.
Okay.
And they take me and late Pa Ayamba and Sabum. After 3 days of torture for Boya, they will transfer me for brigade, army brigade for Boya. 3 nights where I did inside cool floor for 3 days and 3 nights. They transfer me for Yaoundé. When we get for Yaoundé, they push me for underground prison.
Wow.
What they call Said.
What do you mean for that side?
Said National Gendarmerie cell prison for underground prison. This underground prison they will build them when they will before happen coup d'etat.
Mm-hmm.
It will happen for Yaoundé after when Paul Biya don't take over. And that prison it be when you there, you the only wait for you time for you to be killed. And we've been there inside there 35 of them. They lock we, they go out and every one piece is the piece for the place where you disturb and you shit for the place where you disturb. They're not give you job. And so after 6 months, I be happy for meet somebody where they move on for there. For tell you say make a write book for my people within there for America and United Nations and Amnesty International. For tell them say me are there here because I've been proclaimed the restoration of independence of Southern Cameroon. After 14 months, then they come move me. When they moved me, 19 days after, they sent gendarme to kill me. I escaped for Nigeria. I did for Nigeria for 5 years. That time, America give me asylum for America. I reached for America on the 21st of February 2006 up to today. The problem where we face for our independence and self-determination, it be an incontrovertible issue, where even the USA themselves, they say it's not correct. For we say independence, it must be with joining. Independence, we know very well, say independence, everybody must be given independence, especially the colonized people must be given independence. Resolution 1514, it talks that every man must be given, the colonial people must be given their independence without any condition. Why the one for Cameroon be with conditions? That's the thing where it make me, I think, say we must fight and see, say we get our independence. Now the thing where I support with our boys now, they do it. Say make them fight this fight, because when I've been proclaimed the independence, I've been right today. I write for UN and ask them, say make them make the right application. Say make them give Southern Cameroons a place in the United Nations as any other country.
Mm-hmm.
So we believe we cry, say, waiting our boys then take them up now, and they are doing. Let it succeed for everybody to get Southern Cameroonian to get independence. We are not one Cameroon. There are two Cameroons. Now they know that. After World War II, they will divide Southern Cameroon to French Cameroon and British Cameroon. Why it be say the one for Southern Cameroons, it be a different thing, where they no one forgive Southern Cameroon independence. That's where we pray, say our boys now who have taken over the matter should fight very hard to finish this case of self-determination and independence of Southern Cameroon, following Resolution 1608/XV 1961.
Okay, thank you so much for that deep inside story we don't bring us. So I think say everybody where they out there, when I don't hear the story where Justice Federick Ebon, you don't put them down for table. That one I think where, as we talk, I think when it happened, that one a one-on-one experience. We don't bring them for table, so all we know we hear, because we still get a lot of people out there where them never see understand which direction would come from and which side would it go. So now why that way we don't say no, we bring these people when them get that first hand information. Then one-on-one you know, so they can make me understand, because most of the time people they talk, say these things are yes, say, yam done, yam not done, it bring confusion. We don't want that confusion. The time of confusion don't pass. Anyway, that one are just a brief. Brief means that just a small insight. We don't bring them. Plenty they will go open them as we the tori it open the go. Maybe you one day for studio. As we tell you, say they come now 2 people. We the call was in a 2-man army. When they don't come for see say medicine worker. It no matter how go do, but he must go for in front. So we will call on one next guest way for house when I dey call it na year title ni Mr. Pa Ngia NJOR Mola Litumbe. All this name na title I give now. That one na sign for telling una say na person of integrity, na person of respect. So I'll call my guest for house. I will salute you again one more, Papa. Salute.
Me too, I salute you.
Now how body today now?
Well, I don't come today for Tori with my country people. For try tell them how thing is the worker for this palaver. You sabi say if you send pikin them for school, whether for kindergarten or elementary school or college, if dem don't complete dem course, dem go get meeting where headmaster go give the pikin dem book, say dem don't finish standard 6 or college, dem don't now go for the next level. For United Nations, na the same. After the Second World War, the people will be winner, then come for some meeting for San Francisco, for this country, USA. Then say, no, this war it be start because some man where them be called Herr Hitler, it be try big for create Germany, make it be big country for Europe. Now anyway, as he be get power, if they take small country where they for a corner like Austria, Czechoslovakia, for Adam for Germany for make them big. When he be try for go for Poland, now English people and French people then talk say we get contract with Poland. Say if some person he attack them, now we way he attack. Hitler say nonsense, I go do what you way I like. Now because the Second World War, where it be killed so many millions of people around the world. It be end because them be throw away atomic bomb for Japan. Now where the Emperor of Japan, where it be get a formidable army, it be surrender. So after that, when they meet up for San Francisco for this country, then say we must draw constitution for the whole world because we no one see a third world war where people go, plenty country go know how for make atomic bomb. If them begin use that one as a weapon of war, it go destroy the whole world. So when they meet up there, then draw constitution for create what we then call United Nations Organization. That constitution, it gets 6 departments. The executive trust, the executive council will be like for ordinary company, a board of directors. Now, where if anything they happen for world, North Korea, they test nuclear weapons, now there people go sit down. Then say, no, we must tell them, say, which way they want to do so, it's not correct. Now, it be like the board of directors for an ordinary company. Then, one of the other departments for the United Nations, it be the General Assembly. For ordinary company, any man should be a shareholder for company, even if he get that so 1 share. for United Nations, now all the independent countries in the world where them be shareholders. So when the shareholders meeting, it then call them perhaps once or twice a year, wetin wey it talk, it be final. The International Court of Justice, it be for settle disputes between any two member states. E no fit try the General Assembly. I go for that long explanation for show you the importance of wetin wey the General Assembly of the United Nations it talk as far as this story for Southern Cameroon it be. The constitution where these people then be making, it get special provision for there, Article 102, where it talks say, we no want this story for Hitler come out again for create a third world war. So any member state for UN, we want join with another territory, make them put the terms of that marriage in writing. Make them sign them for sure say na them two then agree. Then file a copy for United Nations Secretariat. And that provision for the Constitution of the United Nations, it talks say, if member state no do wetin wey dem talk for subsection 1, wetin wey dem do say dem join, it be contrary to the Charter of the United Nations and it be illegal. I want relate this for the Tory for Southern Cameroon. As Justice Ebong he talked, 14th of December 1960, the General Assembly of the United Nations, it be sit down. He said there no one colonialism again for the world. So all countries where they still be colonized or trust territories, then get for be given unconditional independence. And then say, when the colonial power, it don't mend countries, so as from today, all those countries where they never get independence, they must get their independence. Then for subsection 5 of that resolution of the highest body of the UN, then talks say, like children where they go for school, then say the colonial power, it get for hand the instruments of power over that territory for the indigenous natives of that country. For sure say, them no big just now, and them fit go for tie their own house elsewhere. Now the same thing where when you are picking there for school, where they graduate from kindergarten, then go call una say the parents make una come. The day where the headmaster they give them book, say they don't finish that school. Now so the United Nations General Assembly to be talk say, any person where still get colony or trust territory, as way they give them power, say they no big for being members by themselves, they must hand them the instruments of power where them be get them for command that country. Then give them for them say, as from today, now you get for do your own thing. We know they there again. Now from that date where that country, if it apply for General Assembly, say it won't be member of the United Nations, because all the people for United Nations now independent countries around the world. Now so the General Assembly it be talk. So it become the time where people be they talk plenty about independence. The side Cameroon where them be called French Cameroon, French then call them, then say, you see people they talk so, we want give on independence. So then say then give them independence 1st of January 1960. We, the other side, British Cameroons, we no be get independence with them the same day because we will be we own country. So one thing where it they hamburg me for mind say, as we Britain, it be beat down when then they pass their resolution where then say all countries get for be independent. And that resolution, it talks, when the colonial power, if they hand independence for the country, make it give them the cargo for supervise themselves. Otherwise, the people no get certificate, say they no big, they no pass their class. Book where Britain is signed or give Southern Cameroon, say, as from today, when I don't be independent, no day. And what will be happen? The Tory be on, then say Southern Cameroon too, we get for be independence and so on. All right? United Nations General Assembly is sit down again after the plebiscite. Then say, right, we see say Southern Cameroon, they want join La République du Cameroon. Then say, objection, no there. Then fit join. But the same United Nations where it be talk say, when the country, if they come out as a colonial or trust territory, the colonial power get for giving certificate, say, he don't pass that exam for go find work by himself. In Ogia. The day before 1st of October, where United Nations be talk say, as from 1st of October, Southern Cameroon, it will be independent.
Wow.
And it be mean say, La République, it be get for hand Southern Cameroon.
It want independence.
Yes. The book for talk say, as from today, we no get anything for do with you. You don't big, you don't be independent. The day before the United Nations, it talks say we go be independent 1st of October 1961, 30th of September. Now the day that way, the British Army, it be get for leave Southern Cameroon. Now that day where the British Army will be defend Southern Cameroon, they meet up with Ahijo for Tico Airport. I get the photograph.
You get that with you now?
No, not now.
Okay.
But before I go back, if you call me again, I go bring you the photograph.
Yes.
Where we show, say Britain, instead of hand instruments of power for Southern Cameroon, because we be get we own government, they hand them for Ahijo, total stranger, where it no be part of
the meeting, you know, get anything to do with that.
Yes. Now the thing this way it caused this trouble because Ahijo be take the instruments of power for 30th September 1961. Where the day where we be forget independence, it be 1st of October. So other man don't take the certificate where the headmaster he put them for his pocket. So after that, Ahijo just talk say then don't dash in Southern Cameroon.
Wow.
Now the key problem this where in the Hamburg we till today. Because when Ahijo go, beer come. Now I make when it be go say then they create federation. They no be create federation. After the meeting for Fumban where it no be waka fine for July, Ahijo go back for a country, La République du Cameroon. He called them. He said, well, we hear say people for Southern Cameroon, they want join with. All right? make we amend we constitution. We talk say, as from 1st of October, the day where then forget independence. Now so we name too, it go be changed from La République du Cameroon to La République Fédérale du Cameroon. Then put them bill for house, and Ahijo, he promulgated that law on 1st of September 1961, when Southern Cameroons, it no be part of the country where be they change the law.
Correct.
Yes. So Ahijo be just like I wear this white shirt. If he dirty, I go move am. I wear other one, but I still be the same Mola NJOR.
Litumbe.
So that law where them be passed for La République du Cameroon Parliament, it be concerned that's all the people for La République du Cameroon. It not be concerned people where for the material time, 1st of September 1961, where it be a trust territory of the United Nations under British colonial administration. Britain no be there. Southern Cameroon no be there. We begin with own government for Boya. So when them pass that law, then call Massa Foncha say, we don't create federation. We go give you job. You go be vice president. Then call ST Muna. Federation no be created. It be that's all annexation where other people then come sit down for we neck just now, say we be one country. That one na lie. If we be one country, some book get for be according to the Charter of the World, which is the Charter of the United Nations. They say if you don't be a member of United Nations and you want join territory, earlier talk say La République du Cameroon it get its independence 1st of January 1960. All right. And it become member of the United Nations on 20th of September the same year. All this talk about joining La République with Southern Cameroon, it be that's all for 1961. That time, La République, it don't be bound by the provisions of the Charter or Constitution of the UN that if you want to join any country, make book, because, you know, even for marriage, if you want to take your pikin for church, for go married there, reverend or pastor, when he want to start the ceremony, he go say, who bring this woman here
for marriage?
For marriage. If papa or some family member where he don't chop kako, he go turn up. He say, na me. So the reverend go say, all right, how way you don't bring your pikin here for marriage, I go join this marriage. Then he go ask for this, say, if any man get any objection, make I not tie this marriage.
Make it
talk now or forever
he keep quiet.
If person no talk, now anyway he go bless them and he say, I tie one today together as husband and wife. It no fit be possible, say for this matter, which time we will join La République du Cameroon, where book no day according to the Charter of the United Nations, Article 102. Exception no day. Then just there for subsection 2 for talk say, if person no do wetin way we write here, wetin way he do, it be against the law of the United Nations where they commandeer the world. And part of my role where I come this time here, then receive me for United Nations. I don't tell them. I say, you know, the trouble for Cameroon now, it not be an internal problem for one country where minority then they complain say the majority they hamburg them. I say, who said the book where we then be La République where be member state of the UN, where it be signed with Southern Cameroon, and copy dey for una. Book no dey. Na im make I tell them say, for correct this matter, una get power, the Secretary General get power. For say trouble, this big trouble, they come out for Cameroon. I say, make you call La République du Cameroon. You tell them, say, them be get for make this book, where with Southern Cameroon, them be get for sign. And they put copy for United Nations. Book no dey.
No dey.
So,
Sure.
we no want palaver. Make una sit down in equal delegations. Because wetin wey the founding fathers them be talk, then say they want create a federation of two states, equal in status. Then say we no see say una don't do that one. So make one put una for one room, una try see whether una fit patch the thing, una then as from when una sign that book and file a copy for the United Nations. Now from that date where una go be one and indivisible. Because just now, how a book no dey, the man where he get power pass the other one, they just they talk to do things as way he like. And for talk say we want go back for federation. Federation no be created. If they want federation, now where United Nations go supervise the two parties, for see say them put the terms of joining into writing and then file them for United Nations. Abi don't come for United Nations. Book no dey. So just
certificate no dey.
No. So just now I come, I say, because even for United Nations, now people where them be like you and me, then they work there. They no be that time. They no say book be get for be between La République du Cameroon and Southern Cameroon for show how them go divide power and so on and so forth. Dey. And United Nations, it talk the day after the resolution for 14th December 1960. Say if small territory, where as from this date, where we be talk yesterday, he see say he no get army, he no get police force and so on. He still be entitled to unconditional independence.
Yes.
But for correct those deficiencies, he fit join neighboring state where you already get all those facilities. But it can only be in one of two ways, by association or by integration.
Okay.
And the resolution, it be clear. Then said, if you dey join small state, no be say na ninga you get am. Na so una go share power. Na way I be remind them say, na so the team be get for be. Part of this problem na una cause am. Because una no be check whether Britain be don give
Book.
final certificate for Southern Cameroon. Then say una don big now, all right, una fit
Go ahead.
go. So Southern Cameroon technically no be get independence. I say na the thing where they cause the trouble as of now. So I be very pleased say them be receive me for United Nations, especially as an old man, and I try explain for them that the way forward get for be say for una. We be at the Hamburg, Southern Cameroon now. He not get any right because we not be joined.
No book, no certificate, no
Nothing. They just do for we as if we be Ninga. I said one organization where they call them say African Rising Commission. Where all Africa then be sit down, then say any problem where we get, we they go that's of a white man country. Make we create organization for Africa where if trouble deal, we as Africans we go enter inside. Now where then be create this organization they call African Rising Commission. Only in 2006. Their first work will be for Gambia. where the president he be lose election, he deny for come out. Then go there as other Africans from all over, religious bodies, all parts of Africa. Then talk, so then say, no, you get for come out. Now where the man he come out. Then we come for Cameroon for February this year. Then see any man. Then write their report where then be disclosure for London, Abuja, and Nairobi the same day. Then say plenty trouble. Then they see plenty trouble if it come out genocide for Cameroon. But since the people be talk say they want join for make a federation of two equal states. Unless urgent action it be taken, say make them Tory for fix this flower. Now genocide, then they see.
You go find the genocide will come out.
Now the report where it no be partisan, it no be for come for America or for England. Now that's how people in Africa. Now so then talk. Then say make these two parties, La République du Cameroon and Southern Cameroon, for equal delegations. Then go sit down for see whether them feel make constitution where it be the wishes where any person he want. But that constitution too must follow the provisions of the Charter and the General Assembly resolutions of the United Nations. So when you hear say I go for New York for talk for BBC and so on, now the Tory where they tell them say, happily I still be alive. And all these things where we they talk so, then they for book. The book they say Charter talk say if you be member for UN, you want join other country, because any man where you want enter for UN, if they enter with a village fence. Now so Saddam Hussein and Kuwait. Saddam Hussein be talk say Kuwait be a province of Iraq many years ago. Then tell you say, Master, things don't change. You don't be member of the United Nations with your own village fence. Kuwait too, it don't be member of the United Nations with its own village fence. If one want join, the Charter of the United Nations, it talks say, one or two go make book, sign them how this marriage it go be. The moment one file them for United Nations go talk say one don't join. Now so country like Senegal and Gambia, sometimes you go member from your history, then be join. They make book, file them for United Nations. When thing no be worker again, then say no. Make any man go for his own side. Then just destroy the book, they inform United Nations. Now it make Gambia, the population, it not reach the population of Douala, but it be independent. And Senegal too, it be French speaking. Gambia, English speaking. Then the thing, no worker. Now where them talk say, no, we want go every man for his own side. For the problem for Southern Cameroon, it be very simple. If La République du Cameroon, it no get book where it be talk say, as from this day, we want join with Southern Cameroon. We copy there for United Nations. It means say, then just annex we, and then one treat we anyhow. Now the thing this way I come specially for explain them for the officials of the UN. I say if trouble won't come out for Cameroon and people they die, their blood go be for one hand. Because the thing be quite simple. If La République they come commandeer Southern Cameroon, it not there for their village fence the time where then they enter United Nations. Then cross their own boundary for come for other money territory and then take way like Ninga. So I be happy say I come here.
Okay.
And then usually they take just any man make he come Hamburg them where be represent a member state of the UN.
Yes.
But then listen and then say all right, then go member the plava. The matter they come up for the General Assembly where we begin yesterday. Then put item there. What she said, they must check whether the provisions of resolution 1514, where Justice Ebong be talk, say if person never get the independence and he still be a colonial or trust territory on the 14th of December 1960, he be entitled to unconditional independence. But for road, gotta be there. Britain, it not be give the instruments of power for the government of Southern
Cameroon.
He go there for stranger. Now I make that stranger, he say, well, then don't dash me this country where it be so. And I tell them, say, wanna look out. Because the General Assembly now be approved La République du Cameroon on 20th September 1960. Say make them can bring chair, then to them be member of the United Nations. Now the same General Assembly will be approved for 21st of April 1961. Say effective 1st of October, Southern Cameroon get for be independent. So these two countries then come for United Nations because United Nations be fixed the date of their entry into the United Nations. We side the country where United Nations, it be talk say then go be independent as from 1st of October 1961. We side they. See say
something belong
something they be wrong. And the thing this way wanna get for try look up. No talk say anything we will do wanna go for talk for beer as if we be one country. We not be one country. We be get for be two countries. And each of those countries it be get a General Assembly resolution of the United Nations, the highest body, will be fixed the date of independence.
Okay.
Now the story that.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. I get just two questions so I want to ask I don't just speak up from this thing. And the country people whatever house, I thank everybody as soon as they watch. And I want to say, if you watch the program now, there's one thing, just click the share button and try to invite many people because the Tory way, Papa, they don't bring up a house today. It plenty. When I don't hear this one, I don't hear some first-hand information and plenty see there for back where they can move and put on the table. All right. Papa, my question when I want to ask for you be say, Britain, when I would see say from everything we know in Spain, now Britain, it don't cause this whole confusion where we there for inside now. So at this time, Britain, you get any idea whether Britain they do some work for say maybe fix this chakara where they put up a house? You get any idea?
No. I be right for Britain some time ago. Then say, oh, we don't come out there a long time ago. We sabi that's also Cameroon now one country.
Oh, na so Britain talk.
Now so Britain be right for me. Yes, I say how we go be one country. Now wanna be the last colonial power where be managed with. We side the book where wanna be signed say now we don't country. Grow up, we don't pass examination, we fit go on. Book day. So you see, I must signal this warning. Say I hear say the newly created interim government, it be go for London for try see the Queen. Yes, the Queen tell them say the Queen na the same age like me, will be born the same year, so it will be 91 now. When they say the Queen, they control Parliament. If they hear where the people they talk, and whichever party will win election, if they just go in salute, say now you be prime minister now. You know get anything for do. So for tell them say if they want hear which way the ambassador way he sent for Yaoundé, Italy, it be correct, because what old mama he get for do with all these things around the world. He tell them, say, he get for here, what way the British ambassador for Yaoundé, he tell him, before if he get anything, he talk. But Britain, he be make serious mistake. Because if he be hand the instruments of power for Southern Cameroon for 1 hour, now that time where Southern Cameroon be technically free to unite with La République du Cameroon as two sovereign states equal in status. Now the Tory that way they now. And I don't make all these things available. Then thank me plenty for come for see them. So up till last night, I be the work. I said, if something no be clear, now so where the thing be. So no be say, as you they talk, say plenty Cameroonians, they don't understand this. Even British government, what did they get for do with Cameroon? Until when you put your foot for some man, he foot and you mash he jigger, if he no cry, you no go no say something there. So what way Southern Cameroonians then they do now around the world, it be correct. Because if you no cry, say, you they mash my foot, the man way they mash the foot, he no go no. So, what way them feel do? If they want march for United Nations for demonstrate, make them go there peacefully. Make them no cause trouble. But they understand, say, if you don't hammer people, you sit down for them back for 56 years every day, then they complain this. People will then be entitled to their own independence. You just take them like Ninga. It's not correct. And that one, he get for be fixed. And all the issues with the Hamburg now make Southern Cameroonians then show, say, they want their independence. Because if they no cry, United Nations no go do nothing. Then get their other problem here, then they talk with Northern Korea, these things where if it affect the world as a whole. For America, say, you see the problem where they get with their new president. Everybody be busy. So if you there for a place where your thing no correct, no close your mouth, you must talk. And if then take you put for prison, you go say no. So even if in the end then do something where it no be correct, you go say, but these people don't suffer for 56 years, then they talk, the man no they hear. I go be more sympathetic, although some of the things say they hear, then they burn schools. When we get independence, we go need the buildings for educate our children. Me I know for do so. But when people, you don't push them so they then vex. Person fit take cutlass, he cut you. Because you don't hammer key too much, yes.
Okay, I just want to ask one more question for you before I will go for our justice.
Yes.
My question will be saying, you be talk of association and integration.
Yes.
Plenty people they out where they know I think say they would like to know what to be the mean for this association and integration, and which one where will the people be choose at the end, and then so that and then how that will be happen before it lead us to the chaos what they inside now. So.
The UN talk for resolution 1541, where then be passed the day after the declaration, say all man forget unconditional independence. Then say if you be a small territory, you too go get your unconditional independence. But if you yourself, you no get police force, you no get army, you no get administrative officers.
You put no time for them fine.
Then say you fit associate with a neighboring country where you get those facilities. But it no mean say then go take you Ninga. you will still be entitled to your independence. If you join by way of association, you keep your territorial integrity, namely your international boundaries. You keep your constitution, where you be free for changing as you like, because you are entitled to independence in your own right. But you go associate with the neighboring state only in the areas where your foot no dey reach for ground fine. Say, una go make arrangement how for defend your country. Dem say, una go say, all right, the way we dey form this federation, the defense go be a federal subject. And for their federation, now una go know how for divide power for them. Or anything where you know fit do well, where it be for the federation, the power for the federation, now you and that country go sit down, fix them up. They say that now one way, where you go still do things in association, just as if you be an independent country. As I said, if Gambia population no reach the one for Douala, if it be independent state, how Southern Cameroon, population of 6 or 7 million, if it be independent? They say that now independence by association. They say if one want make independence by integration, one get for share the 3 pillars of government equally. The 3 pillars of government being the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Then say if the integrated unit, he get that's one president. If the president he come out this term for one side, next term he come out
other side.
Yes. That one he go give on an equal power. Then for legislative equality, the people will go come out for your small country, for go for the federal parliament, then go small. But those few people, they must get veto power. Say, if they no agree, any bill where it be tabled, that bill no go pass. That gives them, the few people, the same power as the majority in the legislative assembly. Because if something correct for them, no go work.
Okay.
Then say for judicial equality, the 2 sides must produce the same number of magistrates and judges throughout the integrated unit. And if the big massa for judiciary, it be the president of the Supreme Court, that post too, it go work at the same as the presidency from term to term. Now the 2 methods of that, either by association or integration. But that one no be mean say you go take the other people like Ninga. No. And this na the formula where we be used between Tanganyika and the island of Zanzibar, where they be changed their name to Tanzania. Now so then use this formula where it be prescribed by the United Nations. They say now so the thing get for be. I hope that one answer your question.
Yes.
So nothing no happen in 56 years. The president, he never come from Southern Cameroon. For legislative equality, no, the people who come out Southern Cameroon, they no get that veto power in the constitution. Say, if they no agree, the thing no go work. And for judicial equality, the president of the Supreme Court, he be that's all francophone for the past 56 years. So you see, then they treat with that's all as if them be catch we for war.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Bob, for that straight answer. I think the answer will be very, very straight and catchy. I would like to turn to my other guest who come with me for house today when Justice Federick Ebong. And I just want to ask you on question, this whole struggle, it don't reach a point where so small confusion in different house because plenty people they don't want for camp saying we stand for one mouth. There's some people in there where they still type, they still stay on so when they still talk of federations, when they still talk of independence. So my question I want to ask for you now, say, what to be your take point? What do you think about the people where they still talk of a federation for a Southern federation as in a means for we will take will solve this problem we will do for insight? Microphone there for you.
Yeah, I think that question it don't be finished long ago. Mm-hmm. Because if people will talk of federation, then there are people who do not understand. When we go for Congress about 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago,
for
US here,
okay,
we've been whole meeting there. The woman will be one of the speaker there in Francophone. He talk of federation. Mm-hmm. Now, long before that day, I don't talk say federation question. It be on thinking of because long time Ahijo even deny federation. Bia deny federation. Even right now. For behind they refuse the federation. Why do we still talk of federation?
Okay.
Yes. Why do the long ago from the word go, the United Nations and them be suggest that Southern Cameroon should be of equal status. That is Southern Cameroon's. Cameroon should be of equal status. Up to today, is there anything like equal status in Cameroon?
I don't think so.
So why do we talk of federation now? Even if they talk of a federation, what type of federation will it be? Of no consequence. So anybody who is talking about a federation is a person who is not reasoning
properly.
Yes, because even when we started this talk of plebiscite, Ahijo himself said when he was asked in the United Nations, they asked him the form of unification which we want. They asked him the question, and he said that he wants a unification of equal status. But after that, has he done that?
No.
He failed. He brought us into 1970 without anything. He brought a quasi referendum, which nobody, it did not move.
Yeah.
After that, not one of 1970, he left and he handed the government to Biya. Biya too has done nothing. In 1984, Biya came up with a different thing. He changed the name of the country to La République du Cameroon.
Okay.
And he started changing things. He changed the flag and so on. Even he came up with he removed one star from the flag of Cameroon.
From the
We
federal
showed
flag.
people federal flag. We showed that he is no longer with us. He has seceded.
Oh, so now he succeed before, not even.
Yes, he has seceded.
Okay.
Yes, before now he has seceded.
Okay.
So we cannot be talking about a
federation
federation
anymore.
again.
That's a good one. A quick question I want to ask. This one I would like you to talk something about it. Then I think Park will still add some small light on that. This palaver for school, where school resumption, where Southern Cameroonians they don't talk say palaver for school for start for we country. Nothing way you know go work out as of now. What do you think? What do you get for talk about this one? You know, understand for my justice.
Yeah.
I say my question be say this palaver way school resumption na no go area for Southern Cameroon because the Southern Cameroon don't decide say they don't want for start for enter that kind of wayo school where you know you pass before. What you get for talk about this school resumption thing? Palaver school.
I'm sorry. School starting is just something that cannot work because the people they have come up with a strategy. Southern Cameroonians have come up with a powerful strategy because they don't have arms.
Okay.
And it is that strategy of not going to school and ghost town that is a powerful strategy which is pinching even the Republicans, the people of Fresh Cameroon. So, if people go to school, what will it help them when they have started killing them again? A few days ago, if some of us know that they have started killing us again, they killed a child in Banso and Jakiri. So, what is it? They're doing that in order to keep us out of our strategy, which is effective, and it will give us our what we are looking for: self-determination and independence of Southern Cameroon. So I believe that the strategy is working well with our struggle.
Pa, you get anything for art on this palaver for school resumption and ghost town will happen for Southern Cameroons now?
Yes. The United Nations, it talks say, if no one say if person get problem, make them go into war. Then say all problems get for be settled by constructive dialogue. Right. Southern Cameroon, it get problem with La République du Cameroon. Then they complain say them be annexed, no federation, no be formed at all. The law where is set up so-called federation. Now East Cameroon law. Now way when they don't pass them begin take people from Southern Cameroon, they give them position there. So as far as they be concerned, now foreigners will then come work for their country. But since their country be demarcated, why they no stay there live we for our own? Even if some of us will go there for take jobs. People they come for America because salaries are better. But that no one means say then get for being Ninga for America. No. So my view is that this now a way of demonstrating your annoyance that you do not approve of what the other person is doing short of war. The United Nations say you get for employ all civil actions open to you if you feel oppressed. This is it. The thing where it they hurt La République plenty because it be sure say they don't lose authority for Southern Cameroon. When they talk say make people go for school, opposition or Southern Cameroon go talk, say, make them no go. Say, make them close the shops. Then they hear that's all for Southern Cameroon. It means that they don't lost power over Southern Cameroon. Now, the thing, they hurt them. Then said, if this thing it continue, it means that the world go know, say, true, we know the commandeer again for Southern Cameroon. And that would be a strong case for their sovereign independence. Now I make the thing they hurt them. No be say, then they worry whether my grandchildren, they go school or not. Which kind of school? When the war come out for Sonara and other places like that, then they go take children for East Cameroon for come fill the jobs. So even the one we get OIC for Boya, where over the years then they train people for work in hotels and so on. You work all over the country, you go see graduates of OIC, then get good positions. But just now, when they want colonize we, if job come out for hotel, for Limbe and so on, then they go find their country people for there. So the one where they go for school, when they come out, what then they do? Graduates, they know they get work. Then don't be motorcycle drivers. So what did the school they do? And if them fit hold on to the school, say make them no go for show the world, say power don't shift from La Republic to them if they support their cause. No be say for go for school is no good, but for waiting. This last examination for GCE, I be here say the Minister of Higher Education, he be called for the results where them be very bad because people no be they go for school. He correct them. Then he sign say that one a certificate. Now you they hear for this country where then they query sometimes na nurses, people where them don't forge certificates for come here. When they come here, they find say na forgery. Then go blacklist all those certificates from that country. They no go work. And the question about schools, if you say, the whole world they go look about the certificates issued in Cameroon during this period. If they see say sufficient number of hours, it no be done.
Covered for school.
Yes. Then go cancel them all. Then go say, we know these certificates, they not be reliable because children not be go for
school adequately.
Now the thing that two will be number two thing where they hurt them. Because even if them be for Yaoundé, then say they get certificate for 2016, 2017. They want go for school for America or England, then look and they say no. You know, be go for better school. So you must retake this exam. Now the team where you hear then they worry, so then they do bribery, then do anything. Say then they tell say, oh, these people then no one say make children go for school. Who no one say make a child go for school? But the opportunities, even if they go for school, which can work then go get in the context of the present regime. So far better. For do everything will not be violent, forget your independence, then you will control which way the children then they get them. And historically, with system of education, it will be better pass their own for La Republique. If you go for my old school, Sase, you see say have the children then come out for East Cameroon. You go for all our top schools for Southern Cameroon. Then they come that's all for Wisai for land. But this time when the minister himself nine they put the grades where he want make he wash the poor performance of students, it means this no be correct regime where if it supervise we education. I make the people for Southern Cameroon then talk say we go introduce our own
school.
Yes, curriculum. When the time come. And 1 year where you no go for school, it no matter. Me self, I began for leave Sase for 1941 because the Basel Mission missionaries will say, I be the son of their first ordained clergyman. If I go for Sase, then go confuse me, I go become Roman Catholic. So I be get for leave school. I be stay for house for 1 year. But what will be wrong with me now?
I see.
Nothing. If I not tell you, say, I be stay for house 1 year, you go fit no?
No. And the year now, as you talk now, so.
So, for say make children sit down for house, and so, I don't say problems there. Some girls then go to belly and so on. Yes. But better for fix the thing once and for all, so that our children then get quality education. Where if someone go abroad, then go take them like here and elsewhere. When you bring certificates, say you come out from West Cameroon, then look, Sam, they say na GCE, this, that. Then go integrate you for some school for here and give you credit for which way you bring. But you can't test what they do over there. They spoil
everything.
Things. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for that straight one. Now I get one small query where it worried me from my head, so I want to think. I just want to know the position for this straight question. For 1992, I think so, at least that time my eye be on the open small. For 92, I be on the sea place small clear. I remember where for Meta quarters, me said I be go through hard palapa for Meta quarters with police and gendarme and tear gas. The time when Johnny be do that time when Johnny be do plenty things around. My question I say at this point where they now, so I don't know what I wanna know. When I tell we if I get any idea, if I don't get no problem, but if I get any idea about where John Fungi stand now, so because then somebody when me personally, as I be the grow up, I would always look at you like person where they cover we from Kukuma in hand. So I don't know whether I don't know if you get any idea of whose side where John is stand for this matter now. So
well, for me personally, I think that John Fungi will be a powerful politician, but it depends on his knowledge of what the facts are. No federation was created ab initio for 1st of October 1961 because book no be there from Britain said then don't grant we independence. UN no be check from Britain say this country where we give you, you don't give them independence. Nothing no day. So what will be happening? Be say La République du Cameroon it be rule we from the word go from their constitution which they approved in Yaoundé. So we be that's all total strangers. And every president, whether Ahijo or Biya, he get the view that's all say we become for the country for fine work. He no get any constitutional basis for regard. Now where at some point Ponchabi one seeing and Muna, he drive them. He say, what you wanna de Hamburg me? You wanna de for my country? Now me and get the power. What you wanna de? No be na the thing where be make they resign from over there. But it be lack of knowledge by Southern Cameroonians at that time because we no be create a genuine federation. So people when they talk about federation now, they don't understand. Say, if you ask them, you said, which are the book for the federation a day? Which way be join we? Federation means they wanna join two parties. Say, which are nothing no day. They just use the same thing. And because of the resources where they come out from Southern Cameroon, La République, the members say, if we come out, then go lost too much. Because now the oil and gas and so on, where we get plenty, now make it, they support them. Otherwise, if person come for your house, as where then they talk, then say we'll become for them, because we'll be fine work. Not them country, not them constitution. So if we no want time, that one now we look out. If you get stranger wey come for your house and you begin, no say na that place where dem dey peace, they do for no be you go show you the door, say come on go. You go say no, you must stay here. So wetin dey make La République du Cameroon, e get its own international boundaries. If you no wan do wetin Southern Cameroonians they want, he go just talk say, "Una go for una
house."
Yes. He no go be say he go come for there for try kill we, rape
For
we.
force.
No. For that one they show say na bad heart. They want show say na dem dey commandeer we be ninga. We no be ninga. We be human beings. We will be entitled to fundamental human rights. And at this point, I want to talk say, those people where then they think say, this na domestic issue for minority for La République du Cameroon, they be seriously in error because they don't know the historical background say, we no be ever join. You take my pikin for your house for 5 years, you no pay kako. You no go for church. You no go for civil status. Then you go they talk say you married. Now I make over the years you they hear me and they talk say na jumba married.
Jumba married they enter.
If you want cure am, you must go for the girl, papa. You say I be very sorry. I be like your pikin I make. Then go say all right. Now when you don't come, we must you must pay kako. And you must go through the traditional way of getting a marriage. They say now from today way, we know say you don't be we mokia. They say, but pikin way we pikin don't born. That pikin now we own. Because you be jump fence. You can't fertilize one of we daughters. So till you go beg, then go charge you some small thing, he pay, then say, all right. Now we picking they show we this can suffer. You fit take the woman and the picking go. Even in native law and custom. If La République truly they talk say we be one and indivisible, make them produce the book of marriage. Now. It be quite simple. Where it be signed with the Southern Cameroon government say today we don't join and become one. If book no day, then they commit an act of annexation which is frowned by the United Nations because it be an impediment to human rights, where human beings then be entitled to certain fundamental rights, one of which is self-determination.
Okay, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, when I don't hear again, that one coming from Power Inside, we don't tell we big talk. So now I go turn again. I get one question I want to throw this question now for what justice waiting for house because this question that's where it concern law. That's where it for now it inside law. So I think say it will feel better for staff for tell we what to be on take point about this one. Where one for ask for what justice say Justice Federick, what you do with we for studio today. By the way, I want to thank you again once more for coming. I want to ask you, say this palaba where we know say we get one law firm. I ask you this question because you be person who don't enter for law, pass through all law, you know how they happen. We get this law firm where they call say Federick, where with the year say now he was kaku, you don't contact them. Say, and see, say then take this palaba into legal hands. I don't know whether from your side you get any what do you think about this this fully hawk law palaba way it don't enter for inside or struggle? It bring me any good? What do you think?
Yeah. Long ago I have been struggling to get a firm that will look into our case. I remember I contacted a law firm in Britain, and they agreed to follow up our case. And when they asked me to write something which I wrote, and accuse the Queen for putting us in the situation in which we are. The firm refused to handle the matter, that they cannot handle the matter against the Queen. So if people have had a firm to handle our case, then that is very, very good. And I praise them for doing that. And I pray that they should follow it up to success.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And again, I remember last time we be there for studio with Mola, Litumbe. Last time we for studio, we tell you how you be visit United Nations, some United Nations some other time. They talk to me, you go bring some document where you show say plenty people they follow you for back, you know, and you be explain them for with that time. I think say plenty people they watch me for that particular program. They be here plenty talk. We'll be talk for house that day. And today again, it shows say on the 22nd for this month, when a month for September for the year for 2017, that day it go be a weekend where announcement they outside say me make Southern Cameroonians and make them come out in the large numbers for go for New York for United Nations, for go stand again for the plenty cry and talk for United Nations about what will happen for down for our house. What do you get again for add on top what we talked last time about this for later with the next worker we will get for United Nations? Maybe 1 or 2 words for the people when they're out there so they will feel take this thing in the upper hand.
Yes, I think this all demonstrations for sure say with they suffer for the hand of La République du Cameroon. It be very good because people for America here, they get tornado where don't hamburg them for Florida and so on and so forth. Now that thing where it they affect them. Wait till they hamburg it they for back for La République du Cameroon and Southern Cameroon. It not touch them directly. But if people want to make the world hear how then they cry, they must come en masse for the day where it be programmed. Nobody that's all one day. For sure say the thing where they happen for Southern Cameroon is not correct. Now the thing where it go make people then go say, wait till they happen where these people then they shout so. Yes. And the law firm, I don't meet up them since I come here. And since then be Americans, then Sabi walk through the corridors of power, past Cameroonian. And now that way then they go. Last week, I think then they get, then the talk said then get very good audience at the Senate level, where then come ventilate the issues of Southern Cameroon. And because this government is supporting the government of Cameroon to fight Boko Haram, if he be said and they use the money for go kill Southern Cameroonians and so on, then go get for talk say no, if he be so, we go cut off the
matter?
Yes, the support. But taking a local firm here is an idea because they can find their way into the corridors of power, which a complete stranger might not be able to do. But in summary, the case is very simple. Does La République du Cameroon, which attained independence 1st of January 1960 and became a member of the United Nations on 20th September 1960, with its own international boundaries, do they have an agreement with the neighboring country of Southern Cameroon to show that they were united in any form? If there is no agreement, they are committing an act of aggression by crossing their international boundaries into southern Cameroon. It is as straightforward as that. If there is nothing for them to show how they joined us subsequent to their being a member state of the UN, that would be something which the lawyers would find very comfortable in
handling.
Yes.
Okay, I know say we don't go through a period where most of the people that are there for the diaspora, them they find them difficult for go back to visit those when they at home, and I did see say we get plenty where they don't go reach for airport, you know, then some of them be arrested by Kunkuma army of occupation or however he call himself. They don't catch someone, them put up in jail. Someone them when they get a foreign nationality, they send them back immediately. We don't get plenty where they don't come for we for studio here, cash down. We talk this same story. I don't know whether as well you did come, you did go, you did come, you did go. I don't know how I say now the power where you carry for skin or now how where it happen where you come they go. Then nothing. I mean like. Any talk on that?
No, but me self then do put me under house arrest 3 times. So I be go see Prime Minister, the one way there now. I said, if which way are they talk, you know correct, say we be 2 separate countries. Why wanna no catch me, try me? If wanna find say a fall case, the penalty for divide country will be 1. It be firing by killing by firing squad. I said, make one go shoot. Then he said, no, Mola. Anything where you they talk, you they put on for book. You talk for radio. You talk for television. You write them even in a book. He said, if we be get problem about what way you talk, now we go come arrest you, come put you for Kungeni. If we try you, you fall case, we go kill you. He said, but he, as Prime Minister, he never give orders to make them trouble me for Boya. So it said that problem, it be that of Boya. When I check, I find say, Cameroon then get budget against secession. If people, because the country now, na so thief bribery. If the officials for Boya, they want make voucher for draw money from the treasury, then go get for find excuse. So then go come, then surround my house for talk, say this, that, and the other. Now this one, then be there, claim overtime, and so on. He said, as far as he be concerned as Prime Minister of Cameroon, they never give orders to make them hamburg me. Then hamburg me for waiting. Me and they talk the thing way I be see when I they grow. How many of them be dead there? When I they tell them, say, I saw the story, it if the man talk say you they lie, make he come talk say, me too I be there. But if he no be there, then just tell you, what till we get for do so? He say no. I said, what I go do if they catch me again? Then he talk for a chief advisor who will be bid. No, I not be me one. He said, give him your telephone number. If these people go Hamburg Mola again, make you call this number and I go know what you for do. Since I see him, so they never come Hamburg me. Me too are they here, that's what Tory, then say then lock me up. I never see them again. So no be magic or anything, because which way are they talk, not true.
Yeah.
If I be one that's opposition or money, then for don't give me all that one. But if I take the money now, when I die, then go put them for box, say make I go buy granite for road, for go for heaven. Not be all that thing will remain here.
It will remain.
Some people, the members say, if they give you the whole of Maryland. Which you go do with her? When you die, nobody you go under. You go leave all that in there. So, what you the hamburg your skin for nothing? No. For people where then they emerge from a poverty status, then one chop, which would, because they don't know how the next chop will be. Now then they be that greedy. But person where you understand, say, like Shakespeare be talk, say, it be like a play. Men and women coming to the stage to play. And some men play many roles in their time. But at the end of the day, then we'll go back to their rooms. You not go take anything away with you after you die. Ahijo will be a very powerful man. When he caught in Yaoundé, the whole country shook. Which are they now? He bones never even come back for Cameroon. So it be a question of lack of personal development. Say, people want temporary positions at the expense of other people, even of generations to come. And until we begin rare people of courage, where then they talk, say, no, this thing will not be correct. Those are the people to be remembered, like Nelson Mandela. You know, say they get statue of Nelson Mandela in London, of all places.
Wow.
Yes. For say this will be an extraordinary man. Nobody don't die. Nobody the same way we all go die. So I not get magic. Just no. It just be say, I they talk my truth. Which way I be see. The people where they want take undue advantage say, oh, then go lose their position and so on. Not them sabi. But for me, if I they tell you something, I be sure. Yes. Say na so the thing I be see am.
Let say yes.
No.
All right. I want to thank everybody that watch. We don't be on air for 1 hour 42 minutes right now. We go take. I want to tell us we not come not only with this our two people. We come again with another strong guest. Where it will come now again to kind of continue for give this one a person where they sharper. You know what I mean? They don't say they sharper for none, but they na person where I mean when I don't already see you don't know what's a year you talk. He will come down again for add more Maggie on top with where what party don't they tell me for here again. I see many people they try to call the studio now. With the back when I say, I'm gonna hold on, make we try for hear from this one youth man where the camp can at more to real on top to real. We're gonna talk now. Then from there we go to open phone lines and we begin take calls and for get to know contribution and suggestion and question where people want ask for Papa. All right, we'll just take 1 minute of break and then we go come back like real quick. May no man, may no shake. Mola for one place because this one na Wakaman Tori. We better join Wakaman one-on-one. So when they come back again, we can continue today. May Mola down, hold here. May man not come out. My name na Dexter. And he come back. Nana so.
AfriVoice International Calling Card. 1 minute rounding, no connection fees, no maintenance fees, no service fees, rechargeable. Visit AfriVoice at www.afrivoice.net. Toll-free contact 1-877-237-7745. AfriVoice. Great rates around the world. AfriVoice International Calling Card. 1 minute rounding, no connection fees, no maintenance fees, no service fees, rechargeable. Visit AfriVoice at www.afrivoice.net. Toll-free contact 1-877-237-7745. AfriVoice. Great rates around the world. AfriVoice International calls have never been this smooth, affordable, and easy to use until this moment. AfriVoice. What a great change. Talk, 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 and talk. But guess what? Pay less. AfriVoice International Calling Cards. Great rates around the world.
Formula One. Finally, it is out. The supplement of the century. Produced in America and distributed from Sweden. Formula One is your all-in-one stop shop for healthy living, helping to treat and fight hundreds of diseases in the human body. Fondly known as the miracle supplement because of its miraculous healing powers against hundreds of diseases. Formula One is the king of nutrition and queen of the supplement industry. Nothing out there comes even close to Formula One. Its ultra supreme anti-aging and super immune system booster ingredients puts your body on the fast lane. Now, for the first time, the common man can have what has until now been the #1 secret of the rich and famous, the secret of celebrities all over the world. Formula One is here.
Okay, country people, I thank you for being online, I thank you for stay put, and I thank you for being on SCTV at this particular moment. We want to take a short break, when a commercial break, and time we will take for time, the sponsors, and then stand back and say, maybe this was better to me, maybe go for in front, straight, we don't forget, for time, psychology, Italiano, We don't forget to thank Afri Voice. We don't forget to thank the Southern Cameroon Women's Movement. We don't also forget to thank Noribela HD. When I give one of the executive sponsors stand for support. Some may Wakaman one-on-one. May Wakaman Tori. May Southern Cameroon Television. May they go now dash up in front. This one a special time with the gang for Sister Belinda went the way the last site for Houston site. We thank God for your life, say the small natural wahala will be passed. It not be affected plenty, and I sure say God will protect you. For keeping Sunday continue there for the sea, say may push the struggle for the Southern Cameroons, make a pass for it for the promised land. For continue to today this morning, never make them say NJOR awards when the next generation entertainment award where they will nominate Southern Cameroon Television as one of those best television where it brings to true talk and the program where they talk say they like them plenty now Wakaman Tori. Again we thank them because the black better party bobo when Dr. Dexter Brains Washington. They be giving small nomination but talk say now better now where they do work for camera for DMV. With the West, we bring up there, we do voting all of us. And the results will come out on the 30th and all point together. I pray for CC. May everything may come out check. I will continue but talk say before we want to go on the break, we tell us we'll get some special person who don't bring for our house. When another person will be follow what Papa then come, the person will Sabia. I know things that people are doing introduction because in the man way now another thunder. When you talk, Kukuma, you go Google. Go do the search to Google. Find out, see, waiting this man they talk. Waiting they talk. This man waiting they talk. Your grandma for here, you worry. I'm talking about our able JBA, John Mbah Akuro. Papa, I salute you.
Thank you.
How you be now?
Oh, fine.
I mean, so happy to see say you don't come today for this program for Wakaman one-on-one today. Wakaman one-on-one we don't come for join we and Pa Mola we did for house to talk better talk. Now
you always find for when you get the opportunity you work a corner what you call moving encyclopedia. You know moving encyclopedia, two kinds of things happen for you. One, if you contaminate you with knowledge, and then number two, if he bless you through a long life like this. So you see, the thing in that way, so you know, fine for sheep stay far. Once you get the opportunity, you won't come corner.
Me, sir, I would say I will get a blessing too. All right. Okay, so Papa, thank you for all the invitation. We'll be sending. Thank you so much. And we want to say, this matter we don't drag for a very long time. So many things don't happen. So many wahala don't happen for our town, for our nation, Southern Cameroon, Amazonia. We know of this recent issue will happen for Kumbo the year say some boys say Kukuma don't send army them, they don't go say Palava, Marijuana, Palava, Banga. I know that one and I know whenever something happens, they always take because I watched some short clip with BRTV on the article again. They say they put some short clip outside, they talk about it, they go they put them be attacked by some people regarding dead gun at Lam artisanal, what they call them that language. I don't know what you get a little bit of insight to this today.
Yeah, I think plenty of people the way they say back on the mainland, I'm not saying mainland, I mean for Southern Cameroon. Where they back on the mainland, they don't get the opportunity to watch this television channel back home where they call it Equinox Television. Equinox Television come out with a 7-minute report. In-depth investigative report for that palaver. And I think I'm for Hansen to handle that particular report. If you watch that report, you will understand, say, that BI government, like power top prayer, now capital liars right from hairs to their toes. Because when you follow that report, you get people there, they can forgive you honest account. They tell you plainly how this Jandam then they not become, they basically contain a palava Indian hemp. That 4th of September, when they be go live in a day where school be get for the open. Maybe they be send them for this, may they go make sure, say, may they drag who picking there by power, by force, they can go school. How they find themselves when they go to a banga farm. Now the first question that way you need for answer. Then number two, given say they talk say they go catch people then for banga because we see some jama with the show. Good. Now go to it is smooth banga, go to the cultivate banga, where they go the attack people them, they arrest even goats to the smoke banga. So you see when you see some of these things them, they start telling you story, they need to find out why the people them blow whistles, because you know we don't advise for your scenes. Say because they harass with people the all time, they don't get them weapons. We don't always talk and you know. Say me they never carry even cutlass come up for attack any gendarme. We don't talk and say me they don't carry even stick. Say anytime they want to do everything, make the whole a peace plant. That one way they call us say come. Make the whole a peace plant at every given moment for protest with them if they get for come out on the streets. But at the same time we advise them make all man buy whistle. So that when they come for can capture, for can abduct, for can kidnap any of una, make una blow only whistle. Because when una come out use now which they call people power, just a massive presence for everybody, una go overpower them, they go leave the person where they go and come capture them. So that thing this way happen. When the gendarme they don't go, they thought they don't catch person where we get banga, where we get jama for farm, this and that, they don't want to go, they don't start broke knock people inside the houses, they collect money. You follow that but they give account. So they take some man 200,000. Take some other 100,000, take some other 50,000. Take go for some my play, take na goat. Go for other one own, take na fowl. Now we don't pass the people them. They blow whistle. Whistle start come out all side of village. Wow. All villagers and now don't come out. Yes. So they start chase the channel. They say we na go give back that money and that goat and we na go leave whoever we na want to arrest them. But because the person they say they go arrest them, they don't put you inside motor. So if they be want arrest now only you for secret in Jama where they claim, they don't go. But they put inside motor now continue for start broke house them, they collect money, they thief. Now for their way, now for that point way, see them chakara. So when people they don't start harass them, they give them money, all that kind of thing there, they start run, and then they now throw tear gas. When they throw tear gas, people they now they run away from the tear gas. You see who say bullet hit that small boy? Now for back head. No be just for head, now for back head. Where he show you say what it. They run. So for all the images that we don't see from Kumbokari today, who don't see even hammer with some holam, who don't see even stick, they talk of then gun. And then they talk say what it. Say they shall not be shooting self-defense. Smarter they talk say this one by error. We be killed, that be killed. So you see all these things that they tell you say this, so we deal now with a system where they be full of lies. Generally, after that they don't capture the picky cops. Go keep them. Now they get for decide day where they go bury them. Then they want to give condition for the burial. I'm sure you don't hear to say the burial today finally. Say the people then come out with what they call people power for Kumbo. Force them so that they can't leave them the cops. So that they be able to open up for be sure. Say that the picky say same way they go bury them. And then they decide say na hero. Because say the killing for this palaver, forget that palaver say be nangam nanganja, where they be define them. The killing now because say they stand up for those say Southern Cameroons must be free. Now why the way they bury that pikin like hero for inside Kumbo? They have in the flag of Ambazonia. You see the hoist the Ambazonia flag for the funeral area. They say make una come. You see any policeman and gendarme go for there again? Now for tell Southern Cameroonians, say the power there for una hands. As na hear Papa talk for you say. It be simple. If we no wake up, maybe they will understand. Say it is not well with us. We no go there for any person to do anything. And now why that way again? You know you say governing council, with the chairman Asisi Kwayuk Tabe, the vice Natasang, and all the people that they inside that organization who pan for Ngalam for the Mola NJOR the way they did for yeso. They don't talk say on the 22nd of September. We get for woke up like you see crowd for Togo now. So we get for come out like that Togolese and come out so. Make the whole wide world see and say, not be some few extremists them like government for your own the one claim. Make them know say all Southern Cameroonians then they suffer. People then they pretend. They don't know they suffer, but when they die. So one then they will not fear they do them. And Dexter, Mola talks something will be very important for highlight them. Some people then they will they check say me accommodate this or that area would get privileges them. Me I get fine position for your own day. I get privileges. I know what me my business said you have a boom for this side so I no one shake. Make them know because Francophone they don't put one thing, one slogan where all my don't read them. All my they see them now. Francophone they don't consider any of them like say they no one go. They consider every single Anglophone like say he wan go. Now why they would they talk say wetin? Say if cessation be na sick, make they know say the virus dey inside all Anglophones. Say the only thing where they hide the symptoms inside some Anglophones them na fear. You don't understand, huh? So when they tell you Prime Minister, they tell you Professor Gogomo, they tell you Kalisto's full gentry to go lie people there for Donga Mantung say they don't give 6 billion, say me they develop Donga Mantung and all of those. They tell all una, say all una so we know, say for una heart of hearts una want freedom, but na fear they make una no talk. But you see what did happen? Paradox of paradoxes. Instead, these people that they will call cast and talk say this so. Na fear they make our people that they want send their pikin for school. Na fear they make that they obey ghost towns. Na fear they make that they talk say they want freedom. If you imagine that kind of one, God have mercy.
Wow. That one so na plenty talk. I don't know. I want to. There's on 2 dates. Then they way that dates where plenty people that for Southern Cameroon they don't know about. And I think the fact say pa if they wait for to the year today. I don't know if people will just throw a small light on these 2 dates. But this date where what they call, because even me when we grow up, I've been on year of 11 February, a year of 20 May. The only time for last year when they just made them boycott 11 February and 20 May, what we begin here small talk say 11 February and 20 May a day where we're not supposed to be for Southern Cameroon. I don't know why you get any idea about these 2 dates then. Just short idea for say make people that sabi waiting where these 2 dates then you mean.
For 11th February, which year?
I mean, I don't know the year, but I know so that we there for school. 11th February they make we go match for field. 20 we go match for field. Now only last year where I see beginning they go match. You need to be asked questions say what thing happened. Now the year story for this side, a year story for this side. But since we dey here today, and I know say I don't discuss so it be big time when all these things dey happen. Maybe people that for
11th of February, the only remarkable thing will be happen in 1961. Now the day where United Nations become ask Southern Cameroon. They said Britain talk say wanna not get money for Tana for our own feet. And that wanna feet that's all get wanna independence by joining either Nigeria or La Republique du Cameroon. And at that day where Southern Cameroonians, by an overwhelming majority, then vote say, better make we try join we combi them for East Cameroon. Because Ahijo don't talk for United Nations say, if we agree for joining, we go make a federation of 2 states equal in status. And say for go for Nigeria, we go be that's all like a very young wife. Where man don't already get Eastern region, Northern region, Western region. Then if we to come there as Southern Cameroon region, we go be that's all like small wife we just come for married with senior lady, they only be there, then go just they pass the pan for him for washer. So it better make we join La Republique because we go be them go be their own side, we go be we own side as 2 states equal in status. That is all I remember for 11th of February.
20th May.
20th May, now the day where I think then they abolish the name Federal Republic of Cameroon. I think so. 9 way, then we say, then there will be
one Cameroon.
Yes, United Republic of Cameroon. And I don't know how they did. Even as I explained earlier, the name Federal Republic of Cameroon was merely a change of name in the Constitution of La République du Cameroon, which was promulgated by the President Amadou Ahidjo on 1st of September 1961. The independence of Southern Cameroon was not to occur till 1st of October 1961. So we were not there when they changed their name, nor did we take part in the constitutional changes of the name and whatever else was there. It was entirely an East Cameroon document. So then just be fool, Master Foncha and Mona, then say we don't create federation. All right, you come, you go be vice president, you go be minister of this, that, and the other. Now, foreign country, where it be pass your own law. If people want go work there, now them know. But that one not be affect the structure of the Southern Cameroon government, where it not be part of those negotiations. So thereafter, Ahijo just move the forces for come commandeer we book no day. Now they cause all the problems today because young people educated this, that, and the other. They go to court. The law that the magistrate is applying is East Cameroon law. They have their own. It's a lot of confusion. A lot of confusion. So now the only things we remember for 20th May and 11th of February.
Okay, thank you so much for that direct, straight to talk. We don't tell we so. And I also want to take this time for ask again some straight question for our brother we there with me for studio today, John Mbah Akuro. When a man we don't dig plenty for inside this palaver for the struggle for independence for Southern Cameroon. He did on the 22nd where we know say another big day. Where we don't talk with, I don't tell you how we if you go for UN, for United Nations, they will tell you say we bring signatories and all that. And I think this one another kind of field opportunity again where the people that for Southern Cameroon can get them have to show up for this event. So I don't know if you get something to talk about this event which will happen on the 22nd for 22nd for September for this year for 2017.
Yes, Dexter, you know that 22nd September will be a very important day. Very important day because, as a matter of fact, we'll give for make a clarification on a number of issues. The first issue we'll give for make clarification then for show the whole wide world. Say this palaver, not a palaver for a few extremists in quotes. Say this palaver na a Southern Cameroon's palaver. Say this palaver na a palaver for the close to 8 million people where they make up Southern Cameroons. And I want to make this small, I want just jump back the beat, go back for way to Mola NJOR just come up for talk now. You will realize, say, when Mola NJOR talk for you about 20th May 1972, you see, I say it be very unsettled. Not so, very unsettled because it be so disheartening. Because it be happen for 1972, not so. Now, a thing will be concerned only to the constitution where they be voted for La République du Cameroun. Because that La République du Cameroun, now they will propose all their texts and bring all their documents. They can't tell we say now the thing is we don't prepare them, make una come in. And for that their constitution, they begin some article there, Article 47. According to that Article 47, they be talk say the federal nature of the country, not so Mola, say the federal nature of the country be inviolate. Where it means say the federal nature of the country now secret where they not supposed to ever touch them. So now if touch everything except the federal nature of the country. That Article 47 and that then be put them. But for 1972, maybe themselves they violate their own constitution. They be say this one, they no go touch them. But for 1972, 20th May, they kick her off. And they bring this up now for talk say, some people then they still hang on side, they say they be federalists. They want to go back to federalism. And Mola don't extend say no federal structure say will not be ever agree on any. So they won't put anyone now for put her in place. So it'll be first day. Those people they talk to the federalists, I want to just try to remind them. If people they be fish down for their own parliament only by themselves, put this article for their constitution, then drag una bring her in. Then themselves they violate that their own law. When I check any agreement, they will not enter into them. Will they go ever respect them? No, that people the way they need ever respect anything. So for you make the mistake again a second time, now for try to destroy yourself. I get some of my friends where they come out from the southern zone. When they want to talk with me for this palaver, they go cost me so times, they cost and fine. Say now una from northern zone, now una be carry we go into that thing. Now, before we go into that thing, we don't go suffer for this. Now again, now they start complaining. No. Now, for talk say, as a matter of fact, it will be a huge mistake who will make her at first. So any person who stand now again, they talk the federalist ideology. Now person who wants to say, so tomorrow, again, when another struggle don't start again some other time, they start there and say, now Nabikari we go into this particular mistake. And make people then know very well. Even I don't hear the only time the way Mr. Paul Bia talk about this palaver, he never tell una at any single level. Say he ever be ready say for modify his country the way we did. Because as a matter of fact, people they need to know these things are very clearly. For 1960, you began La République du Cameroon. 1961 until the 30th of September, you began La République du Cameroon. That the way they will do for their parliament on 1st of September, say they go shift to Federal Republic of Cameroon. It take effect now on the 1st of October. They become Federal Republic of Cameroon. No be so. Good way talk say this one are two countries. 1972, we get United Republic of Cameroon also. They still pretend say we dey together. 1984, we go back to waiting. La République du Cameroon. Which did not happen for Southern Cameroon inside this whole thing. Usa will they? Usa will exist. You don't hear fine. And so today, now why they will see they don't finish with the one do am. They tell you say today they not shake the nature for their state. They say the history of their country don't already be done. And then if you go back to the history of their country. So when you talk federalism now with who?
On what grounds?
On what grounds? And me as I talk for here, I talk to repeat them. I don't work with that people for that system for 19 years. Who's I sit now so I talk for you for here? I get document for my hand. That document come on now from State House for Yaoundé, from A2D. And that document now official document. We don't pass through government secretary. You don't pass it through young office. Young open at the SCTV. When they can deceive when I say make the sponsor people that out there. Say make they promote people that out there, make they talk federalism. Not because say they want federalism, because their country be one and indivisible. And no will ever change. The one that simply say make some people they begin talk federalism so that they will fight with the people the way they talk independence, so that as we before long we'll start fight only among ourselves. We know which one way they say we want, then the struggle go end. You go die because they say when two brothers they fight, what did they happen? Maybe foreign they carry the cargo way they down, he take and go. Now for draw the attention of the brothers when they say talk federalism, say La République not be ready for here. You hear? Yeah. I said it talk so because you go one be the 1st of October. Where people that know say that day we commemorate our independence, not so we go declare, not so we independence, we go talk whatsoever, na declaration, na commemoration, na day we must mark them, not so because the day we eventually take our territory fully settled inside, right? We go always celebrate that 1st of October as our Independence Day. But for that 1st of October, some brothers and they will go stand now for that day for declare their candidature for 2018 presidential election for La République du Cameroon. And now that people the way they call them say federalists. Yes, you go hear them. It go happen. But that one a distraction. So make all we already know say, since we get this opportunity on the 22nd of September, for show the whole world the direction where would it go, that nonsense where they can make on the 1st of October, that cinema where they can act on the 1st of October, say they announce candidature for 2018, it no go affect me in any way. So make people they see, when I see what happen for Togo, all man for Togo come off Flop Street. When I don't see what happen for Kumbo today, Dexter show you don't see them.
Yeah.
The people for Kumbo, they don't not only hoist Ambazonian flag all over Kumbo today. Police they no man if you try. They don't go for palace for fun of so go tell you say assistant from today will be Ambazonia. We no one hear again about La République for this land.
Yeah,
you hear? Good. They said images and day. What did they do them? Nothing, because Kumbo people they don't show them say even I one try all with the common like one man.
Yeah.
And I saw one say that 22nd
all for one,
make all man come out like one man. If you come out like one man stand for the streets, they no go arrest no man. They no go kill no man. They no go feed. And I want to tell them why. When I want to know why when they no fit touch no man on that 22nd of September, we want to come up from Bengui, for Batibo, for Bamenda, for Manfe, for Boya, for Limbe, for Kumba, for every place, flop the streets, whole peace plans for our hands. They no go fit touch no man because that Foley Hawk law firm, where we don't move with. You remember, Sam can't tell you say we deal with them for State Department also. Good. Then we will come announce, say we will go for State Department, they receive we for State Department, pump and ceremony. People check, say, would they laugh na laugh? Huh? But you don't see now, maybe British, US Senate don't pass a resolution. We pass through the House, voted in the House. They don't pass them. Give Cameroon government 30 days. Now, true, no, Papa. You don't hear Mola. 30 days. US Senate. 30 days for justify all that in the way they don't hear and so.
They don't hear, they don't see them.
They don't see them. They don't see the videos. They don't hear of all kinds of things. Because, number one thing they go do first, now for cut that money way, they give us they take a fight Boko Haram. Because you don't show, see plenty of that money they give me, they take a fight Boko Haram. They carry for go kill innocent people then for Southern Cameroon. So for that reason, the whole wide world, they get their eyes on Southern Cameroon. They are not fit try again. Because you see, some people they just go the mislead order, they talk say, Queen for England, don't talk say, you know one receive governing council, you know one receive Southern Cameroon, you know one talk for secessionists, you know one talk for this and that thing. Them. I sure say people, they never look that document fine.
Yes.
That document be very clear and they talk for itself. You know how many letters they enter Buckingham Palace every day? It be no. But when Queen take upon himself for ask his private secretary, say make he respond to that one now because na important letter. I not just say make he respond. Queen say he no feel receive the governing council at that point in time. Yes. How many times have Biafra said that their president don't be received by that Queen? Forget. The Queen no talk say he no go ever receive. Say he no feel receive. The Queen talk say at this point in time, say for this moment, it no be possible for receive you. But he don't send the matter for foreign ministry. May they inform ye of what it will happen for Southern Cameroon. It shows say Queen no be get enough information for which she don't down discuss with these people. And which I want to inform you that say with effect from last Friday, the British foreign ministry will go the follow up the day on that file now. They gather all the facts, all that kind of thing. So all the bribery and jeriba where they do and for your own, they would hire commissioners, say make it hiding them, make them no resource, all that thing. Would it bust them everywhere? Even the US ambassador where they come out there now, so you see even for a fair wedding, you know talk not about Southern Cameroon. Now vex because they be sure say they will block everything from your own the day, send only other things. Because when they check reports for here, they say the ambassador nobody send correct reports about what will happen for Southern Cameroon. We bust them direct. 1-to-1. Like this is our command we do on a one-on-one. We bust them. One-on-one. We tell them. They understand them. Now for tell Southern Cameroonians say, we struggle they solidly on course. Now time this for you where you did for any side angle. We want to move, finish this thing quick. Prepare yourself. That 22nd of September. No stay behind. No stay behind talk say be the fear say gendarme they don't flop for all sides for streets. They no go do nothing. They be they kumbo today now. Gendarme they and police they know they Togo. They flop for day. But we see people don't come up flop for streets. What did they do? Nothing. So that 22nd, all roads get to lead for all the small major towns and cities for Southern Cameroon. Make the whole wide world see. So we don't stand like one person for talk say no way. We don't tire. Then for people the way they did Canada, for people the way they did America, even people the way they did any other side they feel fly come. That day for New York, we want to see if over small, we will get at least 2,000 people. If you over small, why not even 5,000? Because La Republic, you know, like they don't say thief man, not so. When you do work, normally say, I'm think this. You need to think rich thief man. Thief man the reason 10 times more than you. Because you know, say no, you think. You go do everything for take them from you. Now, why the way La Republic be ready? As I talk for you, because I know some of the people, the way they share the money, $100. So people, the way they go stand to for the other side, they talk say, we want a one Cameroon. So we say be very happy. Say, Mr. Paul Biya go do that one. Not so. Because only for outside, for United Nations go see and say na two different countries.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
They go see Southern Cameroon for one side, they go see La Republic for the other side. So they go know. He go fine because they go take that item, the two items, chop cream for one time, say true, na two countries. Say need day for divide this country. Say need day for make this people then go their way. Because we deserve independence. We need the beggar. We need the negotiator. Nothing when we right. It only be delayed. So now for say any person not here. They don't talk say contribute $40 only. You get your place inside bus, not so for go camp. They don't talk say you where you just come for America, where you never start work, where you never get no job, and then you there for DC metro area. No, so make you know say they don't get on one bus. We go carry that kind of people then free. They can go, they can come back. But that bus not only for people the way they just come, they never stay, they never start work. Why that kind of happen? Because we get so elite them for here way they don't talk say no man not supposed to stay behind. Say all man must participate. No get no excuse for stay behind. You must participate. You say where you do work but your hand never really strong. People then they for plenty we don't decide say they go drive their motor them. Go for New York. Start make calls. Start make calls. Start call left and right. You go must get someone where go get space for you for inside your motor because no man will get excuse for be absent that day. Any man will be absent that day, na person where the drag with for back. But wait, time for drag people for back don't pass. This time, na time for go only ahead. And ahead. Because mark you know so we don't put fright with it. I don't the year said before I can inside the studio. Say Paul Bia said this so that Paul Bia this so sometimes will come in New York. Because you know already what you want to prepare for you. You know what you will prepare for give you for you. He sometimes will come himself. He sometimes go just remain for back. Send some that privileged slaves them from among the people them. Say may they come begin sing the song the way they want to sing them. If you don't come, na still measure victory for we. It go show say he don't begin for understand say we no go leave him make it sleep for any place at all. Because they say when Pikin talk say him mama no go sleep, that Pikin to go sleep. No way. So since he don't talk say we Southern Cameroonians they will no peace. He says self no go no peace at all. He no go ever no peace again. So make we no lose this opportunity where God don't give we. No, Dexter. This army for Southern Cameroon, so people don't know. Who want to call an army? So for us say, hey, who said they look camouflage. They say they look for they see Mola then our white clothes with good hat. They'll look me then now they say no they can't army down I want to go file like public. No, who army na that can call virtual army. That can come army we will need to use any kind of stupid weapons them. And you know what the catch na say that God be commander in chief. So if you be soldier for army when God be commander in chief, you fear defeat.
No.
God never lost even one battle.
No, never.
Then talk less of the war.
Never.
So make all man know that 22nd na a very important rendezvous. May no man no miss them. At all. No make no mistake.
Okay. Thank you so much. And then I did this, you don't just talk about defense. We see some images you run around the social media where they talk say even some blogs and they talk say Skakoop don't deploy the Amazonian self-defense something. I don't know if you don't get across this message. Without which the easy way happen now for especially for Kumbo with all this attacking from here and there. I mean, like somebody like you will be close to Skakoop now. Is there anything the way Skakoop they do for say what people get self-defense regarding these attacks from left and right?
You say say this whole matters for defense. They never discuss and I said some places they call and say situation room. Room will be closed. Also get some few TV sets them. Also we put the shit on for them, they look in that they happen for feed, they take strategic decision them also. So that one they go difficult for we for talk and for media. And then you will not say you don't hear those announcements. There's someone come up from AGC, okay? Yes, it's called Ambazonian Defense Force. Go. They don't talk the one way, they don't talk I'm not so other kind of but like I tell you, no say a lot to be done. So much be done, not nothing maybe left for chance. Okay? But that kind of palaver them like as I tell you, anytime they want to discuss them, Sisiku Ayuktabe with the people them they regarded themselves lock up for some that one room with the children for the only them they talk the Nyankwe Sote with the people they finish. We will only always see how the thing that they happen one time for field. You don't understand now?
I understand.
Good boy.
Alright, to talk about Sisiku Tabe, I mean His Excellency my bad. His Excellency Sisiku Tabe. I don't know, a lot of people they only send we email for Southern Cameroon Television to find out whether he go there with the crew where go there for New York on the 22nd. I don't know if you need this information again, another strategic one, maybe you keep them. But if not, if you get an idea, we share with us.
You know the good shepherd like they talk now so the good shepherd them that the one with the leadership at all times. Not so if he be physically present with the sheep, as if he be physically present. But the good thing I say, the sheep they know how to follow the instructions the way he give them now. So as a matter of fact, that one a matter where no man is supposed to be doubt and whether and how it will be on the 22nd, right? The good shepherd, they follow everything will happen. He follow all the preparations. It be practically for all the online meetings where they do these preparations. In the follow very keenly. So I think at the very last minute, he will take the decision where he's supposed to take up for where all man go like him. He will take the decision where he will satisfy all we. Yes, concerning that particular move. But the one thing where he don't talk and insistently that say make no man no stay behind on that day for no excuse at all. Even you, Dexter, you know say you would broadcast now from there that day, no?
Of course, of course.
So no man not supposed to stay behind. All man supposed for day New York on that day. So long as you there America, you there Canada. You know, say people that from Canada, most of them say they can't send that by air.
Yeah.
And I don't see the mobilization we did for Canada. It shows say you get hundreds of people who they coming from Canada. So you can imagine. You can imagine. So for una they back home, if una see this kind of mobilization when they come up from here, when I need for no say, una roll back home be very, very, very important. No, she don't talk say some money for can remind you. Just know them for your heart. Like you know, so we don't talk say go stand there on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday until the 4th of October. We need for kind of knock your head again. Would remind you. Just know say na so we supposed for day. They don't talk say no send your picking for school. Not so. You will struggle for send. Maybe Dexter you don't see picture for soldiers where she don't inside class will go on the sleep. Not so.
Yeah,
the sleep now. Sleep so take the snore. Take for example, say if the one can attack that picking, they can't take that gun only from his hand. Shoot they shoot plus that picking them. No protection, no day for your picking. No carry your picking, put them hand for soldiers, and they'll protect them. Picking fish not for class. Soldiers should not inside class with gun. Picking learn. So the picking fit learn anything.
You know fit.
The teacher says the way they teach. If the PA say if that soldier make false maneuver, bullet fit pass by your head. Or no be so. So all that one are stupid reason that they take for nothing. Mola NJOR explain for now. Say no person no like who picking pass we. Because if they will like who picking a pass we, like we no there for this problem today. Like all who picking the two they get jobs like every other person. Like we no be an eternal assistance. Like we no be second class citizens for country where now we own. They don't say keep your picking for house. No think your picking make guinea pig. Like we don't hear again today. Say some of them because the agent provocateur, there are people that they like for provoke situations, they come and go attack Saint Teresia, carry stone there, boom, 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 boom for the whole school. I don't know whether they move some picking IO, the whole school scatter, picking the run so they go back for house. Why you dey put your picking them through those things? These people they don't like your picking them. The only one make your picking them there for class so that they go use the image of that picking them they there for class for sure for the world say they so you be too happy. No, say you be too happy for being a slave. Say you be excited with your status as a slave. Now why they want you picking the inside class? They don't like them. Because if they be like them, they know for the struggle for destroy the educational system who will fight for them. So if they be like them, so make people they be very careful. That 22nd of September, fear nothing. You know people the way they never receive stray bullets, that people where they run. You know people that never receive stray bullets, that people that they stand for fence. But people that say where they dey for middle for the matter, they never go them scot free. No stand for fence. No begin run. Carry yourself on the 22nd. Line up with all the rest of the people them. Stay inside lines. We don't talk and we repeat them. No carry den gun. No carry cutlass. No carry hammer. No carry stone. No carry sticks. No carry nothing. Carry only peace plant. Because all international media, them, CNN, BBC, VOA, Dutch Welle, all them, France 24, all those in the Al Jazeera, they go day Southern Cameroons for see which way it will happen. So, man no fear, man no run, man no stay for back, man no left. Man
no stand for fence.
Man no stand for fence.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. I want to ask some question for Pa Mola we for house for today. I want to ask Pa, what do you think about the situation where we still get plenty parliamentarians the way they do for parliament? I mean, I don't know why you get any idea about why would the TDF today or waiting way the situation will be with their president today.
Parliamentarians.
The Southern Cameroonians,
the Southern Cameroonians, what they sit there for parliament.
No, it will be slightly difficult to uproot some of them. because when they enter parliament, the conditions of service are so comfortable that you would require the heart, a lion heart, to say, no, I am for my people and I will leave. I don't see any people yet who are in a position to do that. But even if it is just one or two, he can lead the way.
Sure.
He can lead the way and say, no, I think we ought to settle this matter. Marriage is not by force. If you do everything safe, you be with woman. If wanna disagree violently, nobody go, wanna they go that's all for settle issues, which can kako go take for go and so on. But you not fit bend people, a human being, for be your ninga all the time. For right or wrong reasons, if wanna disagree, now that's all for part peacefully. And La Republic no dey gree say make we go because of wetin dem dey chop from our country. Otherwise, dem for say, if you no like for stay here, since na we constitution wey una become here, say make we give you work, go for your country. That would have been the answer.
As simple as that.
Yes, but why then they fight tooth and nail, say make we no go? Now because we see say the kako wey God give way e plenty. You see, for example, La Republique, it be summons Nigeria, say they enter for their territory of Bakassi. The case go before the International Court of Justice. International Court of Justice asked Nigeria, say, when Britain did they give you independence, 1st of October 1960, Bakassi be for the map? Nigeria say no. They say, what you they do there? If them be asked the same question for Southern Cameroon, where be get independence before Nigeria, then say, Bakassi be part of your territory. It too for talk say no.
You mean La Republique?
La Republique, yes.
Yeah.
It too for talk say no. Then go say, when you come here, you summons Nigeria, say they enter your country.
Which country?
Which country? Which day you join with La Republique du Cameroon in accordance with the Charter of the UN, because this court here, International Court of Justice, it be established by the UN Charter to try disputes between any two countries. Therefore, throw the matter away. So, the evidence where La Republique be using for win the case, it be because it be lie for you and say, Bakassi not part of the territory. So if you read that judgment of the International Court of Justice, then talk say, Nigeria, we see say when United Nations be conduct the plebiscite of 11th of February 1961, indigenes for Bakassi then be participate. Are you saying that the people in Bakassi are part of Nigeria? Say no. So then say, come out there of the court. He drive you away. He said, this is a court to try disputes between any two member states. Na Cameroon, La Republique, na issue Nigeria. We go hear them. You say you come up for Southern Cameroon. You be independent state. He say no. He say, come out. I no fit listen to what you say. So when the evidence for the judgment of the International Court of Justice will be established, say, the people in Bakassi were Southern Cameroonians. The court could never have given a judgment against a person who was not in the court. But as soon as they do so, Cameroon begin dance. Then say, International Court of Justice don't talk, say, Bakassi is to Cameroon. But which Cameroon do they talk? You never joined La Republique, you never joined Southern Cameroon. So what audacity have you to go to the International Court of Justice and file an action against Nigeria? that they have entered your territory. And that's why I have told them that La Republic was lying, that Southern Cameroon, if they were not lying, where is the Treaty of Union between Southern Cameroons and themselves? And that La Republic does not respect international law.
Mm-hmm.
Southern Cameroons took them to Banjul and they pleaded their case that they can't understand this sort of country. The president is head of the judiciary. He is also the head of the executive branch, and they can't understand it. The decision of the court, of the tribunal, after 6 years, in 2009, was that La Republic should engage the people of Southern Cameroon, which the court found, or the tribunal found, to be a people in their own right.
Yes. Under international law.
Yes. To try and resolve the problem, that they are given 6 months within which to tell them how they propose to comply with the decisions of the tribunal. La Republic wrote to the tribunal and said, oh, they need another 6 months because they need that additional time to prepare their arguments. They said, take it. It's now 5 years. La Republic has not respected the decision of a tribunal set up by the African Union as a branch of the United Nations responsible for Africa. I say so. La République du Cameroon is impervious to reason. And even for the case with Southern Cameroon, they did not comply with the UN Charter as a member state of the UN, saying, if you are going to join another territory, make an agreement in writing, sign it, both of you, and it will be for us to tell the world that a new country has been created. There is no treaty of union. So my presentation to the UN has been that La République is impervious to reason, and to listen to them, and some of you may think that it is an internal problem, does violence to the facts, because they will lie before the International Court of Justice, they will violate the Constitution of the world, which is the Charter of the UN, they would violate the resolutions of the General Assembly of the UN, which is the highest organ of the UN from which there is no appeal, that a people which the UN General Assembly granted independence as from 1st of October 1961 did not comply. And therefore Britain, we don't know whether it was by design or by accident, they voted on 21st of April 1961 that Southern Cameroon should be independent effective 1st of October. How could they, on 30th of September, a day before the date fixed for independence, transfer the instruments of power to a foreign state and not to the indigenous government? I say for these reasons, it was a question of separating the combatants, because La République has shown that it will not respect international law and order, and to the extent to which Southern Cameroonians have been approved for independence by the General Assembly of the UN, it is a question of the Secretary General of the United Nations also entering into this, because he is responsible to ensure that member states of the United Nations respect both the Constitution of the world, which is the Charter, and also comply to all decisions of the General Assembly. I said, look at the evidence. And for Britain, I said, the attitude of Britain cannot be understood. That within 5 months after they had voted that Southern Cameroon should be independent, they held the instruments of power which they should have surrendered to the government of Southern Cameroon. They did it. They gave it to a foreigner.
I'm sure because absolutely, as history has it, that the British entered into an agreement with the French and offered Southern Cameroon to the French as a gift in exchange for some island, as I can understand, wherever. But that is not our concern.
Whatever it is, we are talking now of the international organization called the United Nations Organization, which rules the world. Now, the UN cannot in its constitution say, as you become a member, if you want to do this, this is what you do. Then some people say, oh, well, after you have stayed for a long time in that, you should be deemed to do. How can you do that as a lawyer without first amending the statute to say that, oh, if so many years have expired, all right, then you are deemed to. If the statute says, this is what you have to do, if you don't do it, this is the penalty, then you come along and try an interpretation which cannot be sustained.
Imagine, first of all, that we were, that there was even a union treaty. It doesn't stop us walking out of the union.
No.
If we felt that we are not properly treated. Because, first of all, that is the fundamental reason why there is this thing called divorce, even in the marital, even in marital homes. Because once you go to court or you go to the council, you sign your marriage, you say, okay, what you say that it is for better, for worse, right? Yeah. But at the same time, the law gives you room that although it is for better, for worse, if worse overtakes better. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
and it shows very clearly that this worse is overtaking better because the other partner has a clear desire, a clear will to make your life miserable. You come to the court and the court will separate you people. Each person goes their separate ways. Official divorce. They'll separate people go your separate ways. So why should we be condemned to La République du Cameroon because we had just decided to accuse for 56 years and have suffered so much and we say we have to go and you tell us that no, because you have already been in this thing and people start shouting something on our heads called one and indivisible. I don't know when it became one and indivisible and all of those things. No, they don't work. Things don't just work like that. And as a matter of fact, we want every Southern Cameroonian to know this. Mola has pointed it out. La République du Cameroon does not respect any law, not even its own laws. La République du Cameroon does not respect any engagement, not even its international engagements. La République du Cameroon fears nobody anywhere in the world when it comes to, any agreement that they enter into. So it would be madness for you to have the opportunity to walk away and you tell yourself again that no, I want to remain in any kind of, alliance with such a hegemon, with such a country that has demonstrated very clearly that it is a rogue state. You don't take that kind of risk anymore. Once you have the opportunity to go, walk out. And like we are saying, that opportunity, that moment for us to show the whole wide world clearly. Remember, Dexter, say we don't first call this mass movement on the second. Some people don't first call the mass movement on the 2nd of January this year. Not so. Before that time, President Agbobala with Mr. Tassan Wilfred and Fontem Neba, they all say no, make people that don't come out for streets yet because you understand. But now today, all man don't know what will happen clearly. They will continue to militarize zone by day and by night simply because they want force we. If you know, Dexter, this La République case being as a they believe say they be a state, right? They control all the money, now they control all the resources. They go live and make this struggle stable for the next 5 years. Because we go tire at one point because now they get the resources, we not get. And because now they get the resources, people they go soon tire say no, we don't tire this ghost town, it don't really overtake we. Someone they will just say no, we pick they don't really stay house for one whole year, they can't stay again this thing, it don't overtake. We say tiredness go make them, we go give up. Make a tell una make una know some one thing. The one big thing where they help you when you're in a bad situation and say you need hope, so you go come out from the situation. But the day where hope don't die, now die you die spiritually, small you go, small you go. So if you sit for your angle, you can talk say no, this is not the drag so hey, I don't the time yes, some people they talk say this so if 1st October reach, we'll never really take the territory. No begin check say this so governing councils, Kakuf, Ambazonia, AGC, all that kind of they go use na magic one. No! Now all we get for doing. Now collective effort. Now we freedom all we. Because some people, they don't talk with their heart, say, if that October 1 reach, this is not happen, or just come at me for that struggle here. Make I tell you, una even see that in a way, La Republique for their crooked TV and so on their newspaper, they talk, say, Britain, Queen for England, don't drive we don't go outside, they don't chase we, they don't do this and that. Nelson Mandela, wait today, Mola don't tell us, say, statue for Nelson Mandela Day, London.
Yes.
Today, they talk say Nelson Mandela now one of the most, important human beings they don't ever live. Not so. But when I know, say, Margaret Thatcher in England, they call Nelson Mandela, say, being a terrorist. When I know, they call Nelson Mandela, say, be terrorist. And then Nelson Mandela, that will be venerated the whole wide world until this day. Even though Nelson Mandela don't die for generations to come, they will talk about that same Nelson Mandela. At the Siam, that way they don't move Agobala from prison. He goes southwest. You know, see that very southwest chiefs them. Even among them, some mayor will be talking, say me they give them death sentence, say me they kill them. You don't see them. You don't see them come and go welcome this same Agbobala, so they glad for them, they smile, they celebrate. That for show you the hypocrisy way they inside these people. These people, they don't get souls, they don't get hearts, they don't get mind. Any person where he say he be una parliamentarian, when na una votee, say they represent na una. If he never understand this far, say he's supposed to walk out of that parliament, can't join una on the streets. Any parliamentarian we know they were on the streets on that 22nd, no be una parliamentarian anymore. Make it pack it is them, go for La Republique straight. I wanna know why we then dey for the when they become for can't see una vote. Maybe they be tell una how una then get una interest and have past any other person. Maybe they be make una believe say this so this so if something kick your foot, the person fit die for una sake. Now, time don't reach.
They don't.
Make the show and make we see them. Would you see them? No. Now they remember only the money where they pay them for parliament. They remember only the privileges where they get them for that parliament. They remember only all that thing where they will get them from that parliament. And if I tell una why they need care. Because if there be no say now una vote them, they send them for their parliament, therefore be very careful. Therefore don't they show una say no, they be consent. But now because they no say for their mind and say whether una vote them or una no vote them, they will go back for that parliament. Now why they misbehave for una this way? So make una open una eyes now say these people, the one way not join una on the streets on the 22nd of September, no be una parliamentarian anymore. The one way not join una, no be una representative. Una tell them now. See, una don't go past that bags of salt. Now don't go past that bags of rice, that cubes of soap.
Sugar.
That sugar wrapper or mimbo they can't give una for take and food una they take una votes, go begin enjoy themselves and their families. Una tell them so una don't go past them. This time, if they no come up for that street on the 22nd, for lead this people because that 22nd they come up for street I will talk to you. Say me they free all man when they don't catch them, but for nothing lock them. Macho BBC they do it inside prison day. The person who is supposed for day for that prison and the Munji Vincent. We sees where they appoint. Yes, we sees where they appoint the Munji government delegate for Bamenda Day. Una see the road of Bamenda don't decay so they finish Chakara or Abide Bamenda that I should say pa the look that I talk now so it was a this boy said, maybe you be the talk to me and you do nothing. Yes, all we be the complaint say pa nobody do nothing. But don't you plenty people they don't begin to meet or don't join no. Say it dey like say that Abende it tends to be even better.
Yeah.
So Mancho BBC be come for road. If you come and complain and say make they fix road. Maybe be carry coffin go now straight for city council. In the prison for security when the person will be responsible. The inside chatting for the lock people in their shops. Now country where no get law. The time for make sure someone get country where get law, it don't come. Right? Now the time this. For kick out those two people the way they check say they get power of life and death over with lives. We take back the power into our hands. I remind una see what will happen for Togo. Make una no sit down for una rooms there. Which one easy for do? For come out on the street in huge numbers. Make the whole wide world see and say yes, we're supposed to enter this matter now. Or now for wait till we will send people there for bush, make they can't start shoot guns. Because when war start, you don't know which man go die, I don't know which one no go die. So make time now for we for make a choice. I'll get for make an informed choice. We'll get for come up for the streets on that 22nd. And no, we don't talk plenty times we will not come up for street. We'll talk to say where the whole place militarized now how go do now how did it come up for Kumbo? Now how did it come up for Lebialem? Now how did it do come up for all those places them? Because if we no come out,
Now, we go still come under the run na helter skelter when we run the Kalashnikov, the men no say when I check say this one na meet because it go happen. We don't talk peace so some people they do it, they don't vex so they reach different level. The day when they start doing things for them, we no go be responsible again. So we talk say that 22nd, make no man no stay behind. If you no get kung for your neighborhood, start find place where you can do it. Start find place that peace plan day. Harvest your own. That 22nd, make all we come out, make the whole world see. Say we'll be peaceful people. The one make the matter happen now in peace. Make them know. Say we na peaceful people. Say all that soldiers in la Republic the Senate for we na they define we palava. We no want war. Na peace we want. So make all man sadiam. Because enough don't be enough. And no any parliamentarian at the top, any parliamentarian, any senator, because man not also na chase senator they be out of this thing. Senators they be involved. Because even without appoint you now who put you for there, he appoint you for them and say they appoint you as your representative. If he shows say they represent you, may come off a road. May they not can they hide na inside meeting hall they talk say how back for school don't happen. Because the fear say may they don't move them as minister. The fear say may they don't move them as this and that. We not bush out that nonsense. They will not picking their future be more important than these people than their posts. We not take note. The future of the generations before will be more important than that people than their positions. Mayor, senator, parliamentarian, councillor, all man. If you say you be Southern Cameroonians, you're supposed to be on the street on that 22nd. Anyone we know day, not be with friend. I mean, we know the day we will go don't win this battle. So till she done down, we celebrate for Boya. That's what they dance so. I don't wear my country clothes. I just carry my shoulder so. The tonton so go show me for action. We drink my palm wine. We will remember now the silence of enemies and when will be the suffer. Because their silence, it shows say they hate we. Yes. We not go bother about the cost of the one that say when they be talk. We remember that the silence of the one that way they be keep open their mouth talk, making they change one time.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. And I think say we don't run this program for 2 hours 15 minutes, and we go just do one thing. We go open the phone lines and now for say people that when they get a question where they want to ask, people that when they get a contribution where they want to make we open the phone lines and right now the line at 240-813-4448.